What's poppin', internet? Snuph here from Dirty Earthlings with another edition of the Rapper Report Card. On this episode, we take a look at an MC who definitely has made his mark on the game, 50 Cent. Will 50 hold up to some of the others we've done so far? There's only one way to find out. Let's take a look. Before we jump into the grades though, let's take a quick look at the criteria. Each rapper is graded in 6 different categories: vocabulary, delivery, wordplay, beats, creativity and originality, and impact on the culture. Each category will receive a letter grade of A through F, and, just like in school, each letter has a point value attached. A's are 4 points, B's are 3, C's are 2, D's are 1, and F's get 0 points. Plus or minus grades will either add or subtract 0.5 points. So like the highest someone can get is an A+, which would be 4.5 points. Got it? At the end, we'll add up the points, divide by the 6 categories, and what we're left with is the MC's rapper GPA. Please be sure to like and subscribe so you can be notified when new report cards drop. And don't forget about our $50 gift card giveaway we'll be doing at 200 subs. Just have to like at least one video, comment on at least one video, and you must be subscribed. That's it, we'll pick someone at random for the grand prize. 50 Cent was born Curtis James Jackson III on July 6, 1975 in South Jamaica, Queens, New York. 50 gained widespread recognition in the early 2000s with the release of his mixtapes, particularly Guess Who's Back in 2002. His breakthrough came with the critically acclaimed Get Rich or Die Trying album in 2003, which produced hits like In the Club and 21 Questions. The album's massive success established him as a major force in the hip-hop industry. Despite facing numerous challenges, including a near-fatal shooting in 2000 that left him with 9 gunshot wounds, 50 Cent's determination remained unshaken. He went on to establish G-Unit Records, signing artists like Lloyd Banks and Young Buck. The G-Unit Collective released several successful albums, contributing to 50 Cent's rise as a prominent figure in the rap scene. In addition to his music career, 50 Cent ventured into acting, appearing in films such as Get Rich or Die Trying and Home of the Brave. He also had a recurring role in the hit TV series Power. Beyond entertainment, 50 Cent has proven himself as a savvy entrepreneur. He co-founded SMS Audio, a successful headphone and audio products company. His involvement in various business ventures, including investments in vitamin water and a lucrative deal with Stars for producing TV content, further solidified his status as a shrewd businessman. 50's never really been known as a super lyrical MC. His topics and subject matter is largely the same run-of-the-mill topics that most rappers talk about, and he never really took us anywhere new in terms of concepts or original ideas. How to Rob was a novel idea and a great concept for a song, but his vocabulary kind of falls off from there. 50 can obviously rap, as we'll discuss more later on, but his lack of fresh and new words, slang, and just the stale verbiage overall holds him back from scoring very highly here. Ultimately, I think 50 only gets like a C+ for his vocabulary. There wasn't anything really astonishing or groundbreaking with much of what he rapped about, and his catalog is pretty average in regard to having a lot of cool and provocative words and terms. Going with the C+. 50 has a smooth delivery that stands out and doesn't really sound like a lot of other rappers out there. That low, slurred but sharp way he delivers his rhymes is definitely worth a respectable grade. His sing-songy hooks earn points here as well. There aren't many rappers that could put together a hook like 50, and the way he drags out the words and incorporates it into the melody is a rare talent, and the delivery of those hooks definitely needs a good grade. On the flip side, 50 didn't really break any new ground with his flow either. He maintained a pretty simple and straightforward style for his whole career, never really deviating from that older school rap cadence. Overall, his delivery is pretty on point from a technical standpoint, and he does have a recognizable voice that elevates the word he says, but neither of which are at a dope enough level to be worthy of being in the A tier. Points for the hooks for sure, but I feel like the most I can squeeze out of this one is a B. Let me know if I'm off here, but a B is about the best I can do with his delivery. 50's wordplay, while acceptable at a minimum level, always left something to be desired. His flow was pretty straightforward, and he didn't really employ a lot of interesting rhyme schemes or multisyllabic rhymes or double entendre or anything like that. He spit pretty direct raps that rarely deviated from the formula. 50 isn't one of those MCs that are going to make you sit there and really think about what he just said. What he spits is pretty on the surface and is lacking the fun that comes with deciphering the deeper meaning of various bars or phrases. At the end of the day, I think a C is about all we can really do with 50's wordplay. His catalog is pretty basic lyrically, and he's certainly not giving people like Nas or M or anyone like that a run for their money anytime soon with the rhymes. Going with the C for wordplay. I think his beats are probably 50's strongest category, and they really helped his career become what it ultimately became. 50 has a lot of iconic beats, and while he doesn't have the longest catalog, it was definitely a quality over quantity type of situation. His beats generally matched his laid-back and smooth delivery, and his ability to pick beats that complemented his style is certainly a strength of his. It obviously helps beats-wise whenever Dr. Dre is involved in something, but 50 had some dope beats before he even linked with Aftermath, so it's definitely something that's worth a lot of points just on its own. I think I'm going with an A for 50's beats. I thought about maybe going A+, but I think the shorter catalog works against him here. Cats like Jay, who have a sustained 30 years of dope beats, have to be separated from those who just had some really good beats mixed throughout their catalog. Let me know if I'm tripping here, but I think an A feels appropriate, which isn't a bad grade, I just don't think he's in the A+ tier. Creativity was never really one of 50's strong suits. As mentioned before, he always had a pretty straightforward approach that didn't really take us to any new or magical places. He didn't really push the envelope when it came to creativity, and honestly, 50 didn't really have to for what he did. He's on some thug shit. It almost by definition limits the creativity kind of, because it's not always hard to try new and different things. 50 is a funny dude though, and some of his social media videos have been some of the funniest out there. So we'll give him some points for those, even though it's not really related to his actual rhymes. At the end of the day though, I think we're working with about a C for creativity. 50's catalog just lacks the boundary pushing songs or albums or verses that you really look for. There's no real experimentation, and it's all just pretty conventional. Due to all of that, I'm going with a C here. 50's impact has been felt widely in hip-hop. His many hits obviously contributes to his impact, but 50's career has had different arms, and there's different reasons why he's still so popular. Like we mentioned, he has a funny personality, so that helps endear him to people. His back and forths with people like Floyd Mayweather and Ja Rule are social media gold and helped him become a mainstay in American pop culture. 50's had a lot of random beefs, so your impact has to be fairly large for that to be the case. No one's really beefing with the guy that nobody cares about. 50 also went on to impact the culture through TV with Power, through hydration with vitamin water, and through alcohol with his Branson brand cognac. 50 is a hip-hop mainstay and someone who will certainly go down in history as one of rap's biggest personalities. With all that being the case, I don't really think he makes it into that inner circle, that Mount Rushmore level of impact though. When we compare him to the established A+s like Tupac, it's clear he just isn't quite in that same status. He's up there though, and that's why I think an A is in order, but I think he falls just short of that immortal A+ grade. A for impact. Alright, so there's 50 Cent's report card. If we take his total points of 17.5 and divide that by our 6 categories, he ends up with a GPA of 2.91. Ooh, it kinda hurts, it's a C+. He's actually the first one we've done that ranks out less than a 3.0, that's pretty crazy. A C+ average though, like I said, I think that's about right for what we ultimately got out of 50's career. He was cool overall, definitely not terrible by any means, but I mean far from some of the legends that we've graded in the past. As always though, let me know down in the comments where I got it right, and of course where I got it wrong. Please be sure to like and subscribe so you can be notified when new report cards drop. And don't forget about our $50 gift card giveaway we'll be doing at 200 subs. Just have to like at least one video, comment on at least one video, and you must be subscribed. That's it, we'll pick someone at random for the grand prize. For Dirty Earthlings, this has been Snuph for the Rapper Report Card. Until next time, peace!